Hello, I'm Jack West, and I'm one of the co-founders of BrainCandy. In this short screencast, I hope to convey to you the method that we used in administering BrainCandy to students in a traditional high school classroom. First of all, you'll have a BrainCandy in front of them in some way. It could be paper in front of them, it could be a screen projection in the front, that they will observe, read, and attempt to answer. But they'll keep their answers to themselves. They write it down, they make a note of it in some way, in whatever way that you have organized, but they keep it to themselves. What I'm going to talk about in this screencast is what happens in between attempts at the BrainCandy. They don't know the answer. They've attempted it once, they're going to attempt it again another time after they've had this pensive moment, and you're going to structure a reflective moment for them in between, and it goes something like this. Partners. You have groups of two, or perhaps three, and I refer to them as partner A and B, and I give them directions for how to structure their time in between these two attempts at the same question. Now, Eric Mazur does this at Harvard, and he does not have to structure the time for his Harvard students to discuss their ideas about the question in between attempts at the question. But I don't teach at Harvard, so it looks something like this. Partner A, please rephrase the question in your own words. And so they're focusing on the question part of the BrainCandy that they've got right there. Usually give them about 30 seconds to do that. You know when they're done because they've stopped talking. Then I direct partner B. I said, okay, partner B, now it's your turn. What I'd like you to do is to talk about your thinking, but don't yet share your answer. Now, partner A listens to partner B, as they're like, oh, okay. So cars 2 and 4 are at the same time, but they're really close. Now, definitely I think they've got the same speed just because they're in the same place at the same time. Of course, this is a misconception in this particular question, but at any rate, they're talking out loud. The other partner is listening. Hopefully, maybe you could even train them on some active listening skills, like, yeah, that sounds good, really. Yeah, I think so too. Well, something like that. And then when that seems to be coming to a close, you allow them to share. You say, okay, share your answer and argue, or share your answer and debate, or share your answer and discuss in some way, and then give them, I don't know, another 30 seconds to discuss. And then when it seems like that's coming to a lull, they're coming to a close, you can say, all right, now, perhaps your answer has changed. I'm going to give you another attempt at the same question. Here you go. And you reset your software. If you're using cloud-based software, you have them show their color tetrahedrons that they've created. If you aren't using anything fancy high-tech, or you do your 5-finger survey, or whatever it is, and then you get your histogram. And that's how we structured it and had great success with our BrainCandy experiment.